New for the 2015 model year, Troy-Bilt has introduced a new line of power products called the Flex. The Flex is a modular system that consists of a power unit and various attachments. After you have purchased the Flex Power Base, it's important to register your unit. Simply go to Troy-Bilt.com and enter your information including your unit's model and serial number, which can be found on the rear side of the power base. Always refer to your operator's manual for specific details when using your Flex Power Base unit. Before operating the Flex Power Base, make sure the kickstand is down for support. Grab the handles, rotate them to a comfortable position, and tighten the star knobs with the teeth fully engaged, making sure the cables are not pinched. Screw open the yellow tab on the front right to check your oil level, making sure that the oil is between the H symbol for high and the L symbol for low on the oil dipstick. Be sure not to overfill the oil, because it could cause hard starts, smoking, or spark plug foul. Screw open the tethered gas cap to fuel your engine. Adding fuel stabilizer, like Stay-Bilt, to your gas can or fuel tank will ensure gasoline remains fresh and helps prevent engine corrosion. Always use clean, fresh gasoline that has a minimum octane level of 87. Never use fuel left over from last season or stored for longer than 30 days. Let's take a moment to go over some of the primary components of the Troy-Bilt FLEX Power Base. There is an engine dog clutch, a safety switch, which will prevent the engine from running if the power unit is not connected to an attachment, and an operator presence control power takeoff, or OPC PTO dog clutch. On the left side of the unit, there is easy access to the spark plug, valve cover, and carburetor. At the rear of the unit, there is a choke lever, a primer bulb, the safety key switch, and a kickstand. The kickstand operates the latch that holds the attachments in place. From the top of the unit, we can see the intake air selector valve. Depending on whether you will be running the system in warm or cold weather, turn your air valve selector to the proper position. This selector determines whether the engine is drawing air from the outside for the summer or drawing warm air from the muffler to prevent the air filter from icing over in the winter weather. The fuel cap. The rollover valve. The rollover valve is part of the evaporative emissions system. It allows the fuel tank to vent through a hose that is connected to the air filter housing. It will also close the vent if the unit is tipped over to help prevent fuel from leaking out. And the oil dipstick. When you are ready to start the engine, make sure the choke lever is to the open position, the safety key is inserted properly, and the primer bulb is pushed about 3 times to directly fuel the carburetor. The on-off switch is located between the handlebars. The switch is spring-loaded to the on position. To turn on the engine, pull the starter cord on the right side of the unit. On the right handlebar is the operator presence control and power takeoff lever. Some attachments require the operator to be at the rear of the machine while it is in operation, such as the snow thrower and lawnmower attachments. To operate, push in the button below the lever while lowering the handle. This will engage the operation of the attachment you are currently using. For this demonstration, the blades will be engaged on the mower attachment. Below the handle is the wheel drive lever for transmission. The more that the lever is squeezed, the faster the unit will go. To turn the Flex system off, release the attachment control lever and drive control lever. Hold down on the off switch until the engine stops. Once the job is done, wheel the equipment and park it in a storage location. Use the latch and lock by simply lowering the kickstand to unlock the attachment and pull the power base back. Now, the Flex system is ready to connect for the next job. Troy-Bilt Flex. It just clicks.